The NASCAR Cup Series all season is now officially over, and we're just a little over a week away from the opening race out at the LA Coliseum. A lot of people will refer to this as the Clash. And after that, we're going to have a week off because the NFL is going to be the number one priority with the Super Bowl going on. You do not want to go toe to toe with that in ratings because your ratings will suck. The Super Bowl is always going to dominate. And you're going to come back the week after that for Speed Week out in Daytona and wrap things up that Sunday afternoon with the great American race, the Daytona 500. But wow, we survived. We went all of November, all of December, and all of January, and we are here. And today I am here to give y'all my top five for the LA Coliseum. Hopefully you stick around to the end, but please like and subscribe, and on to the intro we go.
I'm Chase Briscoe, driver number 14 Ford Mustang for Stewart Haas Racing, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
Winning the 2024 NASCAR Busch Light Clash at the LA Coliseum is going to be no other than the 8 car of Kyle Busch from Richard Childress Racing. And hear me out here. The last 2 years when NASCAR has gone to this track, we have seen Kyle Busch in contention for the win when it's all said and done. In 2022, we saw Joey Logano win this race, but who came home in second place? Mr. Rowdy himself, Kyle Busch. Last year, Martin Truex Jr. got the nod. Kyle Busch came home in second. His teammate Austin Dillon came home in third. And I just believe this is the year, 2024. He's going to win the Clash, and he's going to start off the 2024 season with a lot of momentum because he should have not only won this race a year ago, but he should have also won the Daytona 500. Piss poor performance by his teammate at the end of the 500. I'll talk more about that in the following episode for the Daytona 500 predictions. But Kyle Busch has a chance to start off the season on a very high note. Second place is going to be the 5 car of Kyle Larson. And Kyle Larson is one driver to keep an eye on this year. Obviously, he's going to be in contention for many wins. But the Indianapolis 500 is on his schedule this year. And I believe if he does really good in that, there's a chance, a slight chance. I'm not saying there's a big chance, but there's a chance that Kyle Larson could forego NASCAR and go to IndyCar maybe next year. Kyle Larson doesn't seem like a committed NASCAR driver, if you will. You got Denny Hamlin, your Ryan Blaney's. They only race NASCAR. They don't race throughout the week. And Kyle Larson is not that committed to NASCAR only. He races other things, and you got to respect that. So saying that, it would not surprise me at all if he just left NASCAR for IndyCar, if he did really well in the Indianapolis 500, because he's already won the NASCAR champion. How many times he was seen an IndyCar and NASCAR champion combined? It's very rare. So Kyle Larson could do that. That's a big if, though. But he'll come home in second place. A big year for him, no? Third place is going to be the 45 car of Tyler Reddick. And Tyler Reddick has to have a big year. Last year was pretty good. I'll give it to him. He had 2 wins, I believe, the Circuit of Americas. And he also won the Kansas playoff race. And I believe this year the hope has to be making it to the Final Four. He's got a great team behind him, great crew chief. And there you go. Tyler Reddick will come home in third place. It was good here last year. Fourth place is going to be the 14 car of Chase Briscoe. And Chase Briscoe, as you all know, he's my favorite driver. And I'm not going to go out here and say he's just going to get it because he's my favorite. He's good at these kind of tracks. He's the first one out the whole grid when they come to these type of tracks to start shifting. And once you start shifting, your lap times get better and better and better, but you increase the chances of having a mechanical failure along the way. So I believe this fourth place may have a little asterisk beside it, but who knows? Chase Briscoe can do really well here. He nearly won the darn thing back in 2022. If you look backwards in the past, but Last year was a Ryan Priest show for Stewart-Haas Racing. But though, the big thing though, heading into this year for Stewart-Haas Racing, you got a whole brand new looking team. You got a fresh new logo, and you got a driver in the 4 car by the name of Josh Berry, the 10 car of Noah Gragson, the 14 of Chase Briscoe, and the 41 of Ryan Priest. And I believe this is a make or break year for Chase Briscoe, similar to the year of 2020, where he came in saying, I have to win at least 8 races to keep my job for the following season at Stewart-Haas Racing. And what did he do? He went out and won 9 races. And he also went to the Cup Series the next year to replace Clint Boyer in the 14, as he went to the Fox Sports booth to call races alongside the great, phenomenal, the greatest of all time, if you will, Mike Joy and DW, and Jeff Gordon also. DW was on and off. But though, the thing is though, Briscoe has only had 1 win since 2021. And he's missed out on many opportunities. I can look back to last year. He should have won Talladega, was quick in Daytona. He was quick, it seemed like every single weekend in the 2022 season. Had a chance to win at least 5 different races. So, heading into this year, has a lot of new faces at Stewart-Haas. He has to become the team leader and has to go out and win races. And I'm not saying he has to win about 10 of them. I believe 2 wins this year will be a success. And a championship right now may be far-fetched, but who knows? Anything can happen this year. He has to step up to the plate and become the team leader, because if he doesn't, he may get the boot when his contract expires in 2025. Now we're going down to 5th place. It's going to be the 19 car of Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr., possibly heading into his final year, wants to end out his career on a high note in the class. He's going to come home in 5th place, but for the season, he's going to want to have multiple victories. I'm at least saying 5. And will that happen? There's a strong likelihood of that happening, but he has to do good this year. I'll hope he does good this year also. But there you go. There's my top 5. Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick, Chase Briscoe, Martin Truex Jr., and my dark horse is a toss-up between Ryan Preece and Justin Haley. Justin Haley originally got the pole last year before they had the heat races, so he was quicker also. So I'm going to go with Justin Haley for today's video, and we'll see what happens out in Daytona, but we'll also see what happens with these predictions for the LA Coliseum. I believe they're going to be pretty good, but what do you think? Comment down below, and also comment your top 5 to be entered in this upcoming Sunday's Pick 5 contest.